back to the channel, guys. This week's video is going to be a credenza with a hutch. As always, start off with my CNC machine, showing you all the parts as they cut out, whether it be the back of the credenza, all those adjustable holes. That's for the hutch up top. So I always start with all the pocket hole rounds first. So this is the back of the credenza. So this will later on attach the top to the bottom of the credenza. I do the same thing with all the pieces. So the pocket holes in the bottom piece, and then also this is the sides. So the sides that hold all the drawers on the bottom. So there's 4 of these. Making sure that I drill ones to attach it to the back, to attach the face plate, and then later to attach the top to hold it down from the inside. And while I have a second, please like and subscribe to the channel. My channel is really growing. Hit my goal of 1,000, and it's just a slow climb from here on out. So try to get out minimum 1 video a week, sometimes more, depending on what the video is. But hope you enjoy. Here again, this is just the same. So I had done a desk as well. So I had the desk, and then I had a credenza, 2 bookcases, and the hutch up top. So I had enough. It was basically a full office gig. And so I kind of already have me some jigs. I call them jigs, just some pieces of wood cut to mark off exactly where I need to put all the drawer slides, because it's easier to do the drawer slides here instead of trying to get them in there after you get the desk built. Because I build a ton of drawer slides. I build a ton of office desks, and so like I said, it's just I trying to find the easiest ways, and this by far was, exactly how I needed it to be, and it makes it go a lot smoother. So I just put me a little mark exactly where the drawer slide needs to be. So the top, the bottom, and then the top, the middle, and then the bottom. The bottom being just the bottom drawer being bigger to put files in and such. And then you have the 2 top drawers, which are about equal. They're about 5.5 inches, and then the bottom drawers 10.5, 11 inches. Okay, and so once I get the screws that came with the drawer slides attached, I run just a small bit of glue on the back piece, and then I line all that up. You can see all the pocket hole system that I have going on there. So pocket hole that down on the very end. Once I get that one done, the other 3 are the exact same. The one for the inside, I measure off 15 inches because that's how wide I want my drawer box to be, or how wide my drawer opening needs to be. And so I measure off 15 inches, draw me a little line, lay the other piece exactly how I just done that one, but obviously reversed. And then come back, do the face, which is what I'm doing here. So it's all 1.5 inch thickness, or 1.5 inch wide pieces of wood. So again, I already know these measurements, just in my head. So the bottom, so I typically use like 1x12s for the faces, and so again, just trying to make it easier, I have in my head, so I have the 1x12, so that's roughly about 11.25, and then so I know if I put this 11.5, that gives me about 1/8 of an inch, the bottom and the top. And then so I put the very top piece of the face on, and then just define the middle for those top 2 drawers. Again, I'm just marking off the lines to later to come back here and attach the other side of this face. So just more pocket holes. I obviously sanded all this down prior to this before putting it together, and then come back and use those pocket holes to fill those in and use a face clamp to make sure all that gets attached. And then once I get all of those attached, the face is done. Obviously that's times 2. And then I'll come back and I'll use pocket holes. So those pocket holes that I attached on the sides of the desk, there's 6 of those right where I'm standing. There's 6 of those that attaches the face to the front of the desk. And then so here, this is really just for support for the drawers so they don't like bow or whatever. And so I just get some scrap pieces of wood. The width does not matter at all. I cut them at 15 inches and then just use a few pocket holes and screw those in. Like I said, it just really keeps all that sturdy, keeps it all nice and straight. So, and then we got both sides of that done. So here, this one's going to have a drawer in the middle. So just a small, I guess, kind of like junk drawer. And so I just took the measurement of it and then cut me a small piece of wood, popped in some pocket holes. That's the bottom piece. Okay, and then just a quick walk around, and then so getting into the trim. The trim is one of the easier parts. I use all 1x3s. So this is the side. So you have the bottom, whatever the rough measurement is, 20.5, 21.5, and then you have the two side pieces. Again, all this is sanded down, just more pocket holes. You're just making a rectangle here. It's not, it's not rocket science. Lining everything up, getting everything lined up is, the most key part. Making sure that the wood is all even and so on. And this is the same process for all the other trim as well. Okay, and then so drawer boxes, if you've seen any of my other videos, all the drawer boxes are basically still the same. I've not changed the way I've done any of them. I usually give myself half an inch or so for the drawer box, to fit in where it needs to go, and then cut the bottom 2 inches shorter than the hole it needs to go in, and then each side glued with top bond glue, and then just some brad nails, and all the sides. Come back, more glue for the back and the front. Give me a beaded glue for both. Again, it's not. I've yet to change this process because it still works still to this day, and so I don't see me changing it for a while. But this is just all the drawer boxes are built the same, built out of the 1/2-inch birch. I used to use the sanded plywood for the office desk, but now I've got a really good deal. I got a good deal on 1/2-inch birch. Getting it for about $22 a sheet, which is an extremely good price. So I bought a whole bundle of it, and so I foresee me using the 1/2-inch birch for a while now. So, and then once you get all those nailed together, you come back and you just attach the sides of the drawer slide on to where it line it up, see where it needs to be, and then just slide it in. And then so putting the face on, I just use these little pieces to hold that on. You can do it the same with all of them. I think that's just some 1/4-inch Luan, and then I just use some inch screws on the back. You can see me here attaching those little screws to the back plate, and then I come back and put the handle on. That's same step as this. Once you get it lined up, you just pop in that screw, and then you come back and you finish the hole out with the handle. Okay, so Credenza done. Moving on to the Hutch. I guess I should say I didn't video the top of the Credenza. The top of the Credenza was just 2x10s glued and screwed together. So, you know, it wasn't nothing too hard. And then so the hutch, I got all the pieces off my CNC machine. Got the back piece of birch. Just almost the same concept as what the desk was as far as getting these pieces together. So she just wanted some shelving in it. And then so I had to come back and put the face on it before I got everything stained. Because I think the face was probably the most time consuming of this whole one, besides probably staining it. But just getting all these measurements lined up, I didn't really know how big the top shelf needed to be, and so you know I kind of guessed at you know if the client wanted a computer put right there or so on. But so I put a little bit of glue before I put this face on, and I came back and used pocket holes, attached those. The trim for this is the exact same as it is a just a big rectangle. It's the same as what the Credenza was, and so yeah, it's pretty much done at this point. Besides the both sides had adjustable shelving, so it was just two pieces, I cut 2 3/4 piece of birch and laid that down, and then so here just putting the top in to kind of finish it off, just to kind of seal it off. There's 3 of those, and that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Do you have any questions? Please drop a comment below. I'm usually pretty quick to respond. Thank you again.